Hey people, last part of month of Crash 2. So if you haven't seen the last 4 parts, check those out in the link in the description or die. Your choice. So here we are, 5th part of Crash Bandicoot games. The only Crash Bandicoot game I have absolutely no history with until I recorded the footage. Played the game just last week. It is Crash Mind Over Mutant for the Xbox 360, also on PS2 and Wii. Like I just said, no history with this game at all. I was just not interested in this game at all. I just wrote it off as another crappy Crap of the Titans sequel. I mean, but for some reason people wanted me to review the game, and here I am doing what they said. I guess I'm the dumbass here. As always, let's start with the story in this game. The game is a direct sequel to Crash of the Titans, and has Crash, Crunch, and Coco, of course, doing whatever Bandicoots do, and all of a sudden this brand new invention comes out. It's like a helmet thing or something. And it has it's free, and it has Facebook and YouTube and browsers. The usuals. So the Virtual Boy helmet comes out, and, well, the animals want it. Well, Crunch and Coco get one, but Crash's head is weirdly shaped, and, well, that sucks for him. Well, all of a sudden, it starts turning people with it into mutants and titans, including Coco and Crunch. You know, I just noticed something very vital to this Crash Bandicoot series. All the main characters have a C for their name. WTF, dude. Seriously. All the main characters' names start with a C. Just noticed that. Well, after saving Coco, they learn from a video that Cortex has aligned himself with Embryo, again, for the first time in 10 years or so, and are going to take over the world with the mutants. Well, they drain Uka Uka of his power to power the Titans. So it's up to Crash to stop Cortex and free Crunch and Uka Uka. That's pretty much the game. I mean, you do a couple other things like stop Engine and go to Cortex's niece or whatever, and to figure out where he is, and yeah. And that's pretty much it. You eventually do just that, and Embryo leaves for good. Seriously, his head looks like jeez. And then you go to Cortex's spaceship via teleporter in front of your house. Now hold on just a second here. The teleporter to him the whole time was in front of their damn house. Lazy. And bullshit. Okay, so you stop Cortex from doing whatever he was doing, and big whoop, I mean. The story is, the story's alright. To be honest, I think it's better than the last couple of Crash games that I reviewed. It's kind of original and pokes fun at a lot of things, like browsers. And engine returns along with Nina, and those parts are alright. Well, one part's just freaking gay.
Really?
Yes.
Kiss.
What?
Yeah. Kiss. Right now. It will amuse me. Losers.
Other than that, the story's alright. I mean, so time for the gameplay. So the game is a 3D platformer beat-em-up kind of game. It's a lot like Crash of the Titans with a few differences. The game is like a giant open world now that is just is accessible basically. In the end, it just adds the backtracking. You have a mission structure to the game, and there's 23 missions in the game, and they can last 2 minutes to an hour. The missions for the most part are alright. When you Crash, you can do the dumb punches, his signature spin, dig underground like a Bandicoot, and jump. When you jack a Titan, which is the same as Crash of the Titans, with jack on, jack off, the Titans, it's just standard Titan. You just go around beating the shit out of everything. The Titans in this game, though, I can say are a lot better than the last game, with all the ones returning from the last game, unfortunately. Kind of lazy still. They added a bunch of 2D gameplay, but really I have nothing to comment on. I mean, it's just the game 2D. There's nothing to comment on. The game, when you actually play as Crash, though, for a lot of Crash Mind Over Mutant, Like, the whole thing's not Titans like the last game. You actually do play as Crash. And I could say that's definitely better, the platforming, than Crash Tag Team Racing, and is alright on its own. The Titan combat is better than the last game. It's smooth, and there's a lot more interesting Titans. Like, I mean, the Titans themselves, the new ones anyway, are actually pretty cool. And, like, they do have some interesting platforming. Like the one that sneezes ice, or the one that slows time, even though later on that. You can actually platform as Titans too, so there's a lot more platforming in this game as opposed to the last game. The next new thing is like this upgrade system where you collect mojo from like the last game and it levels up your Titans, or Crash if you're on foot. Each Titan has 5 levels and Crash is like 30 or something. However, when you get combos, as in just literally combos, and they don't go away until you get hurt, you get multipliers for mojo. Now, this makes the game like piss easy to level up. Not even joking, extremely easy. Like, I've had some giant multipliers. There's also these like Crash dolls to collect and shit, but they don't do anything. Other than that, I really can't think of anything new besides that. I mean, that's really it. Everything else is like Crash Titans. The mission thing adds an interesting approach. The game is, without collecting everything, around 6 or 7 hours long, but even at that, the end kind of drags. Okay, so bad things. Well, this game can get a bit repetitive, and the whole concept is still just a horrible idea. But I'll be honest, it's executed alright for the most part. The whole open world thing falls flat on its face, and it's just unnecessary backtracking that gets really annoying really fast, and that adds to the repetition. So the biggest problem with the game, by far, is the camera. My god, the camera in this game is terrible. It's supposed to be like the old Crash Bandicoot games, but it's horrible in this game. You never see where you're going. When you're running, like, when you see Crash's face, like that way, you will never know what's in front of you, and it's just, ugh, the camera just sucks. I mean, look at it. Other than that, though, I could say the gameplay is pretty decent for the most part, which is incredibly surprising. Yeah, the concept's still terrible, but the game actually tries to be good. One thing about Crash of the Titans was that the level design was horrible, to be honest. It was very repetitious and exactly the same and boring throughout the whole game. But in this game, it's not like that. There's a lot more interesting things you do. Most of the gameplay is just average, though. So time to talk turkey about the graphics. Did anyone even say that? The graphics in this game are middling to bad, to be honest. As a Wii and PS2 game, it looks okay. Better than Crash the Titans, but as a Xbox 360 game, this game looks like shit. We had games like Gears of War 2 out at the time. Literally, like, I'm not exaggerating, it was released like a month earlier before Crash the Titans. And it looks a million times better than this crap. The character models have been sorta touched up and fixed. Crash actually looks alright, as opposed to the last game, even though that great face. Oh, scary. Everyone else, though, still looks like shit. Especially Embryo, I mean Dickhead. Cortex looks like crap, and so does everyone else. The game does have a bit of silly and charm, I will say that. The environments look nice, even though the graphics suck. There was no frame rate issues or screen tearing. On the Wii and the PS2, the graphics would be alright, but as an Xbox 360 game, the graphics are just terrible. One thing that's so weird is, if you haven't noticed, the cutscenes in this game are just freaking weird. They've been ripped off. They rip off like a bunch of popular shit. Like there's one for South Park. South Park? Like, really? How many kids are going to understand what South Park is? And Dragon Ball Z. And a couple others. These are actually pretty cool and the highlight for the graphics for sure. But overall, the graphics are just bad. Cool cutscenes anyway. The sound in this game sucks. Major. The music, can't remember a single theme. It's all unoriginal, boring, has nothing special, just generic shit. Terrible music. Gonna write it off as that. The quality also even glitched on me a few times, so not even the good quality. Come on, dude. Get it together, man. The voice acting, though, oh god. I mean, oh god. The voice acting just sucks. This shit is just terrible. Crash's grunts and whatever he makes are just annoying, and everyone else is annoying except Aku Aku. Aku Aku is played by Grim from The Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and he does a good job, and that's it. Everyone else, even Cortex or Dickhead, they just sound terrible. Even Cortex, I mean, just pathetic sound. Okay, so here we are now with the overall rating of Crash Mind Over Mutant. Here we are with bad graphics, bad sound, a decent story, and average gameplay. Now, this game is completely torn apart by Crash fans. Crash Bandicoot fans just hate this game. And I don't really blame them. I can see that easily. I personally don't like this game just because of the concept. I will say, though, this game is a lot better than Crash of the Titans, and that's for sure. I mean, since I'm reviewing the game, I will say that the game is actually decent. I mean, the game is actually decent. I hate the concept, but the game's decent. Similar to, like, Ratchet & Clank Full Frontal Assault. I hate the concept, but the game's decent. They really wanted to make another Crash game and bring Crash into the world of video games again, but they just didn't do it. So, a decent game, at best, gets a decent score of 6 decent Cheetos out of 10. So they're not stale yet, but they're about to be stale. And there you have it, people. Just reviewed all the Crash Bandicoot games. I mean, don't even think about requesting another Crash Bandicoot game, or I freaking just don't. It's no way, Jose. No way. Yes, there are some mobile games, including some bad Game Boy Advance games and the iPod games. I mean, fuck it. I'm not reviewing those games. I'd rather just kill Dickhead. I mean, Brio. So what's Crash's fate after this? Who knows? I mean, this was Crash's last game on consoles, and this game came out in 2008. I mean, what will happen to Crash? I don't know. I mean, do you want to see him come back? I kind of do, but at the same time, I'm just like, maybe they should just end Crash Bandicoot. I mean, it was just pissing off fans anyway. Maybe Naughty Dog should... No, I'm not kidding. Naughty Dog will never return to them. I mean, maybe one day, Crash will return for something. iPod game or whatever. I mean, Activision owns Crash Bandicoot now, and you know Activision. If it's not popular, they'll kill it off. I mean, look at Tony Hawk. Look at Guitar Hero. Look at DJ Hero. Look at Crash Bandicoot now. They will kill off whatever's not popular. And Crash Bandicoot's probably the next one. Hey, you never know. We might see him in Skylanders. At this point, anyway. I'd be happy to see him in Skylanders. So, this has been GeekGamer7. I reviewed all your freaking Crash games. Don't ever ask me to review another one. I'm done with Crash Bandicoot and not reviewing any more games. The end of the series forever. Long live Crash Bandicoot.